Alright, you guys ready to do some lines?
Man, what is up, everybody? Welcome back. Swoosh Life Garage with boy KT. As always, man, you know what to do. Today, man, you already know what to do. We're working on the Harley truck, working on the F-150. Today, I'm actually going to be working on the brake lines. Now, I'm pretty excited for this part. I did purchase it from Stifflers. They do make front brake hoses as well as on the rear. They make the complete set. So that is what I bought here today. It comes with stainless steel lines, some braided hoses, and it kind of moves the center point as well, which I will show you guys. But before we start the video, you guys already know, if you look down below, you see the subscribe button. I want you to click that. You see the bell notification button? I want you to click that as well. You see the comment section? I want you to drop one. Alright, cool. You did that? I'm hoping you did. Alright, now we can get started onto the video. Like I showed you guys on my previous video, you know, we got the rear axle tucked up underneath the truck. I got the parking brake, got the dust shield, got the caliper brackets on it. So now it's time to put on some brake lines. So without taking any more time, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, you guys saw me get this bar from underneath the hood right by the radiator. Pretty much every truck is going to have this. If yours doesn't, you know, someone might have tossed it or did whatever with it. And also as well, you should have this key inside your truck or in your glove compartment in your house somewhere. Again, if someone might have tossed it or gotten rid of it. But this one is actually brand new. It's never even been opened. So I'm going to open this up. And then you're just going to put this on with the spring side in to the rod, and this is your key to get the spare out. Alright, like I said, this is your key right here, and this is going to go onto the rod. So got the end of the rod. Alright, just like that, it's going to go on. And the spring is going to hold it in there, so it won't be completely straight, but it's fine. And then you put in the hole in the back of the bumper. It kind of has a tunnel in there, and you wait till it catches and you start lowering the spare. So there's the spare right there, it's completely out. And now we have some room down here to work on. Nice and open. Alright, here we are, Stifflers. I did buy the front and the rear set for this. So here you're going to have the midline that goes from the chassis to the rear end. These are going to be for the calipers on the rear. And then of course you do have some clips here along with the actual hoses. Now from factory, the Ford hoses are attached to the line. So if you just want to change out just the caliper hose, you actually have to change out the whole line. It's pretty annoying and it's kind of dumb. So the lines on here actually let you just attach just the hoses themselves, and you don't have to take off the whole line. These lines are made out of stainless steel, and as well they did include some of the hardware for the calipers, and the lines are going to move compared to the OEM ones. That is something I had to clarify with Stifflers. I was pretty confused on it and I just couldn't figure out how it was going to work. We'll get on to that, but here's the part number for the rear. Here is the front. I'm going to be installing the front ones on a different video. Of course you guys could check that on out. But as you guys could tell, I don't have any brake lines, but I do have the parking brake attached along with the shoes, the dust shields, the caliper brackets. So now I'm going to go ahead and put in the brake lines. Let's go ahead and get everything started.
Alright, so this is going to be like the longest stainless tube, and it's supposed to go this way. Then here's the shorter side. It's going to go on this other side. Now just grab the center line and attach it to the chassis, the hose over here, and make sure to put it into that little bracket. and attach the two lines. Now on top of here you would have the brake line and the parking line bracket. So I'm gonna have to take off the bolt right here because that's where our brake line is going to line up at. Now they did supply this aluminum spacer, so you're going to use this spacer to go underneath the bracket and then the bolt and washer they provided, and it's going to go into the same location where that bolt came from. So now over here where the bracket for the brake line is at, you're just going to put on the clip. Now over here on the driver's side, just put on the brake hose, put on the clip, just tighten it down a bit. You might need to still move it whenever you put the calipers on, but if anything I have to loosen it. And then the passenger side. Now just tightening up the lines over here. I'm going to just put on the breather hose or the nut or the nipple for it, and going to add some thread sealant on it as well. This is from Permatex. Then just attach the hose. In this case I'm going to put it through the brake line, the parking brake, and just put it in here. The reason why I did that is because I don't want it moving around and for some reason get caught in between the leaf spring and the rear axle or anything like that. So just get that out the way. Let's take a look. New stainless lines with the new upper location of that midline, along with the hoses hanging off there. I still need to go ahead and do the calipers. That's actually what I'm going to be moving on to next. But just take a look at it. Looks pretty nice. Travels along the rear end very nicely. The plumbing. And then got the breather hose. And then on the driver's side here, stainless lines. Here I have the left and right calipers. I'm going to get started on rebuilding them. I have everything off, have the pads off, have the bolts off. I need to go ahead and get the piston out of the calipers. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to use this air tool right here that has a rubber tip. Once I have enough pressure in the air compressor, I'm going to blow it into the caliper so it could push the piston out. But you don't want the piston to just come flying out and just damage the caliper or whatever. I have a disc brake right here. I'm just going to put the disc brake in there so it'll hit the disc brake. Here's one of the calipers. Here's the piston here. It looks pretty good. And then here's the actual caliper. Just cleaned it on up. Inside looks pretty good as well. If you guys could see, you know, these weren't failing or anything like that, but since I was redoing everything, I was like, you know, might as well go ahead and rebuild the calipers, you know what I'm saying? Here's the seal kit for the caliper that I'm using from Centric. In it is just these two seals, that's all it is. If you guys saw me taking it apart, you do have this little O-ring that goes on the inside. We're going to make sure everything is lubricated before putting it in with some brake fluid. So the O-ring goes in there, and then this is going to be your dust boot for the actual piston. I'll show you guys how to put that in as well. Got some brake fluid right here. I'm just going to be wetting the stuff before I install it. So I'm going to wet the piston, and I'm going to be wetting the O-ring. First thing I'm going to do is install the O-ring. I'm going to make sure to wet it with some brake fluid. You guys could see the O-ring is in there. So next thing I'm going to do is install the piston and the dust boot. So for this, I'm just going to wet the piston a little bit. You want to make sure it's clean first of all.
You want to go ahead and put on the dust boot onto the cylinder. The way I did it, I put it on from the top just like you're sleeving it, and then push it past its little ring where it's going to set in, because you want to set the bottom first before you set the piston on in. So even slide it a bit more down. Eventually it's going to slide all the way in and it won't be a problem. But also you might want to go ahead and wet it with some brake fluid. And now just set it on in. Like I said, set the seal first. So basically after that is all started in, you're going to go ahead and just push the piston on in. And for that, I'm going to be using a big C-clamp. You're going to hear it kind of like snap in. You might be able to do it with your hands, but really, you know, it's just better to grab a tool for this. Alright, so there you go. There's the seal on there. It has a new O-ring on the inside. It's all cleaned up. This is ready to go on the truck. So let me go ahead and finish the other one. So the calipers are completely cleaned up, and the new seals are on them, the dust boot and the seal that is on the inside, that O-ring. So next I want to go ahead and install it onto the hoses. Obviously I don't have the disc brake on here just yet, so I am going to have the caliper just hanging. So that is why I have this wire here. It's just going to let the caliper hang and not have any stress on the actual hose. But once I do put in the actual shafts, you know, we'll be ready to go and ready to start rocking. Now the caliper is on here. I didn't all the way tighten the bolt for the hose to the caliper just because there's going to be a little bit of moving around whenever I do actually put it onto the disc. So I want that free to kind of rotate, and I'll tighten it once I put it onto the disc. But so now we have the caliper hanging here. Next thing I'm going to do is throw the pads on it. You know, you could throw the pads onto there. It's not going to do anything. It's just going to be sitting there until we put it onto the disc. So I have some new brake pads right here from Duralast. Just got them at AutoZone, just your generic brake pads. And there's the part number if you guys like it. So I'm just going to open this on up and just throw them onto the caliper. There it is right there, rebuilt calipers with the brake pads, with the stainless brake lines, still braided hoses. Everything looks real nice, man. And then on the driver's side again here with the caliper, the brake line, the hoses, everything looking real clean, you know what I'm saying? Alright guys, you saw it. You saw the stainless steel lines with the braided hoses, and as well I rebuilt the calipers. So, you know, a little bit of additional information and knowledge I could share with you guys, but I think you guys see it and I see it. This truck is looking super fresh, man. You see that rear end? What other truck has a rear end like that on the street rolling around like that, man? That thing is looking nice. Not something you'll typically see on your everyday driver, but You guys know me, I gotta do it the best, I gotta do it the baddest. Now of course there is a few other things I gotta do as far as for the internals on the truck, but you know, I'm pretty sure this thing is going to be handling nice and give me that pedal feel that I'm looking for. I am going to do the front brake lines as well, but of course that's going to be on a future video. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you're thinking about purchasing the Stiffler lines, the brake lines as well, I say go for it. You know, it may be a little bit pricey depending on how you may see it, but I really think it's worth it, and I hope this video helped you make a decision on that. It's going to be the end of this video. You can hit me up as well on my social media. If you look in the description box down below, all my information is down there, so I'll try to reply to you as fast as I can if you do message me. But for the meantime guys, I'm gonna have to catch you on the next one, player.